OK, if you have just joined us, welcome along. Say it's North Norfolk Radio then, heading towards 11:30. Time to welcome my special guest for this hour of the programme, Melita Morgan, local actress from Aylsham, who's been plucked from the supermarket checkout to appear in the Hollywood film Mr. Lonely. Thanks for coming in.
Hello, Dickie.
Thank you. It's a fascinating story. I'll say from the supermarket checkout in a couple of minutes' time. But first, if I just take you back to the beginning of your career, because you've been an actress for a few years.
Nearly 20 years.
Ah, so how did it all come about in the first place?
Well, I was working as a professional equestrian about 20 years ago, not having a lot of money, as it were, and 2 young children at the time. I always wanted to do some acting and modelling, but my careers officer at school told me that I wasn't suitable for modelling and acting because I had a horsey background, and so I was encouraged into my second career choice, which was horses. I did love that career, but money was really tight, so there was an advert for to wear like where there was furry costumes, where you peep through the eyes, and for children's entertainment.
Oh, I know, yes.
Like an Easter bunny, and I went along for that audition. It wasn't much money, but it was going to help me make ends meet. And the photographer there said, "I can't put you in that." He said, "I've got another job for you. You'd be lovely as a glamorous sort of like a Playboy type bunny for the grown-ups in the." the holiday parks, which was what I was there for night time. He said, "You come to my studio and I'm going to take some photographs of you. I think you've got something." Yeah. So that, of course, I went along and done that, and I didn't do the furry bunny job. And,
so all went on from there, because we've also you've been sort of a Madonna impersonator and Marilyn Monroe as well.
Yes, I've done some top Marilyn and Madonna jobs, not just as impersonations, but wearing their clothes at Sotheby's, playing their actual life story in documentaries, decoy type work, body double work. I've got quite high in it. I've actually just finished last year portraying Madonna's life in a worldwide documentary called Madonna Wild Angel. So, yeah.
Have you actually met Madonna at all?
Yes, I have once. Yeah, just once.
And what did she say? Did she?
Not a lot. It was back in the early 90s, but she, for fair credit to her, she's a busy lady, But...
Right. Okay. Now, just brings you up to the modern day, because just to show that it's not necessarily a full glamorous profession. It's not easy to get into, not easy to stay in as well, is it?
Well, I'd say it's even more harder to stay in and to maintain a level of constant work a lot of the time. You're in and out of work all of the time. I've had some really bad patches where I've had to sort of... Well, I'm not proud. I'm the sort of girl who'll do any job to make ends meet, because I think all jobs in this life are important, from, whether you're a cleaner to a movie actress. I think every job is important. In fact, I believe that so much. Our local town... caretaker who cleans everywhere, maintains our beautiful town and keeps it looking lovely for us. I've invited him as a VIP guest to my Norwich premiere of my movie to make him feel like a star. So, I do think all jobs are important. OK, now I know you're absolutely right. Now, I know you were actually, working on the supermarket checkout when this opportunity came up? Yeah, I'd actually took a back seat from acting for 2 years. My sons were going through college, so I was having to support them, and I'm a single parent. So I tried to take a back seat and just do an everyday type of job, and I was suggested Asda because I like people and things. So I took a back seat, and I thought I'd forget about acting for a while. I was getting towards 40, and I thought, well, I'm not going to get much work anyway. And 2 months into my checkout job, it was only part-time, the audition came up, and I went for it, but I then turned it down because I heard it was I thought playing Madonna again, but as it happens, it's not. It's playing a very complicated lady impersonator who's lost in the identity of Madonna, and she goes to live with a commune of other such personalities.
Okay, we'll explain it. It's sort of, the film is called Mr. Lonely.
That's right, yeah.
And it's an international film, isn't it?
Yes, it's an international movie, and it's been screened at all the major film festivals throughout the world, including Cannes, which is fabulous for me, considering they told me I'd never be suitable for acting. It's...
And the audition... what actually happened when you went to Scotland?
Yeah.
And you had to sleep in the car, is that right?
Well, no, I didn't go to Scotland to sleep. In the audition, I I couldn't get out of my night shift at Asda, so I had to, and the audition was quite early, and I had a singing audition as well in London, so I thought what I'll do is I'll go off from my late night shift at Asda and I'll drive down to London and I'll drive in the car, sleep in the car, because there wasn't that much time to really bother getting a room, so I slept in the Redbridge car park for about 5 hours, and it was freezing because it was a December night time, and it was cold, but...
OK, well, I'll tell you what, and that's just the start, because obviously...
It's very glamorous,
isn't it? Very much so. So you obviously you had the audition, you went along for that, and it ended up on the red carpet. I'll ask you a bit more about that after Billy Myers.